But there's a lot of questions that were left unanswered by Mark.
I'm not feeling so good today.
Right? What do you think when it comes to privatizing information?
I think privatizing information is pretty bad. It's a violation of a lot of people's privacy.
Yeah.
Well, my whole thing. What's scary about this whole new information highway and all this data and these Fitbits, it almost seems like we're being conditioned. No offense here, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I feel this way. We're being conditioned in a way to accept a reality where we're no longer going to be in control of ourselves or our own thoughts anymore.
No, I
and that's
100%
pretty
agree with
fucking scary, right?
I 100% agree with you.
Another-
I think America is probably one of the most dystopian countries in the world. It just doesn't look like it because there are people now, there's a lot more people now that see America as a dystopia, as what it is. But there's a lot of people outside of the United States that look at the United States and they go, oh, you know, people in Switzerland looking at the United States going, oh man, I'm glad I don't live there.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just because of the way everything is, because of the issues we're having socially, like with racism. Racism has been so deeply ingrained in our society as Americans that an attack on racism is seen as an attack on society itself.
And that shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's the way it is because of the way America is run and the way America will continue to run.
Well, we all know, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a point, but we all know that the president of the United States does not run this fucking country.
No,
That is
yeah.
one damn sure thing we
that's
know.
pretty sure. You know, like he
The deep state runs
He's
it.
not the decision maker ultimately.
The banks, the oil companies,
Yeah.
they own this country.
Right.
They run this
Now every
country.
once in a
Yeah,
while
12
they'll get a president that is just dark enough to meet their missions, you know, meet all of what they have to do, and that president will do everything in their power to you know, kind of go under the U.S.'s I guess nose, and just kind of like Nixon, for example.
Oh God.
Yeah, Nixon and the whole drug war, man. Those agendas.
Reagan too.
Yeah, Reagan, Nixon, the agendas were met that everybody else had for them. You know, trying to get black people out of their home, black families out of their homes and into jails is what they were trying to do. They wanted people out of the projects. So what did? They targeted them by saying, you know what, marijuana is illegal, and that was the only way to get them out of their houses. You know.
Right. I mean, like, I'm not such a, look, I think woke is a very bad idea. I believe this whole woke crap is really going to be the destruction of a free thinking, free speaking society. Because when it gets to a point where you can't, a comedian can't even tell a joke like they did in the 1980s or the 1990s, it seems like society is becoming more restrictive and our First Amendment right to free speech is being infringed on. Now, there should be a distinction between hate speech, of course.
Right.
We have the right to speak, but we also, as human beings, have to accept the responsibility that comes along with free speech. But that does not mean that I'm not entitled to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, unless it's going to cause physical harm to you, to anybody else. And that's just how I feel about it. If I want to be a comedian and I want to talk about, like, you know, back in the day, Eddie Murphy talking about the moolies and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, it was no big deal.
People
it was
are just
accepted.
easily offended these days.
I think
they look to get offended so that they can be combative. They need a reason to combat.
Right. I think the initial idea of the woke movement was good because it's spreading awareness about certain things that not everybody was aware of prior to the movement. But it's becoming something more. It's morphed into more of a cancel culture kind of thing, because the last thing that anybody in power wants is for people to be aware. If people are aware, if a racist man realizes that, his black neighbor next door is actually not his enemy, then that is going to affect not only the racist guy, but it's going to affect his family, because he's going to realize, his family's going to realize, his family's going to realize, everyone's going to realize. That's going to change voting outcomes if that was to happen on a large scale. So anyone in control would not want, realistically, it is in the best interest of whoever's in control to keep people from being too aware. I think the woke movement in its beginning stages was a really good thing, and that is why it became a bad thing.
It's almost becoming Machiavellian.
Right.
Keep the masses in fear, they're easier to control.
Exactly.
But do you maybe I think different, I'm an old fart here. I think the media bears a lot of responsibility for this shit.
I agree.
100%.
I believe they love for their own ratings to blow shit out of proportion so they can get, if it bleeds, it leads.
Right. The media is whoever wants to take advantage of information that's out there, and no matter what, the internet's going to be the internet, and everybody's they're gonna be blasting out everything under the sun, no matter like how non-important it is,
Right.
Yeah.
Insurance?
No, I'm staying. I'm gonna take it.
Let's take a
I
hit.
got the blackjack.
Yeah,
So?
you got the blackjack right away. That's it, man. It's all over
I
with.
asked you if you wanted insurance.
Oh yeah, well, I said no.
That's why you lost out.
Yeah.
I think I think the beginning of the woke movement was good. I think the idea of people coming together and realizing each other's cultures and learning more about each other keeps like society as a whole better. But the people in control, whoever they may be, because a lot of people have a lot of different ideas as to who might be in control, but whoever is in control does not want that. So if society is better, then there doesn't have to be people in control. If society was good, if we had a utopia, there wouldn't be any control. There wouldn't be a need for control.
Right.
So the fact that we have a body controlling everything that the individual does, controlling the rights of the individual, is a fair sign that this is not a utopia. It's not necessarily declaring that it is a dystopia. I said that earlier because that's, when you look at America from the outside looking in, it does look very much like a dystopia.
And you know where me as a person from my Gen X looks at and feels bad for you guys. We look at it from a perspective of we had more freedom.
Right.
And just because you guys think you have the technology and all these fun games and stuff,
We don't have
my
control.
generation is looking at you going, yeah, but you don't have any freedom, man.
Exactly. So
You have no freedom to talk.
There's,
If you say something, it's just there's a disconnect, and I believe that's where the disconnect is.
Right.
I believe.
Yeah.
So there's a scale here, right? This is how the scale goes. There's the fuck around, and then there's the find out.
Yeah.
You see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Right.
So there's two phases. There was the fuck around age, and then there's the find out age. Your generation and a few generations previous were in the fuck around age, and our generation is right at the very end of the fuck around age. So we don't get to experience the fuck around age. We get to experience the find out age. So somebody fucks around, somebody finds out.
Yeah.
We're finding out. Back in the day, I have heard tell of stories of somebody that was able to work a regular 9 to 5, and in a little while, a wife and 2 kids, they were able to buy a house, and you could never do that in today's society. You could never do that in today's society. Although I'm not sure how exactly I feel about minimum wage. I do believe that different jobs should be valued differently based on the skill set required for those jobs, and I don't think that somebody flipping burgers at a McDonald's should be getting paid the same as a neurosurgeon. But at the same time, I do believe that a single mother of 4 that doesn't have any qualifications and has no choice but to work at McDonald's should be able to work that job and afford to take care of her kids.
Time should be put more as a value when it comes to paying people, because this is the person's time that they're taking away from their family, and potentially from another job so they can make enough money, you know,
Right.
so that they could put even more time into making money.
So, what do you consider to be the price of a cheap apartment? Like monthly rent for a cheap apartment, a bad one like this. Like
I would figure something like this would run without water, electricity, cable,
Just
all
the
that.
rent.
Just the room,
Just the
bare, with nothing in it.
what do you
About
think $350 a month?
About $350 a month.
This exact room, almost the exact room. It's not an in-town, but just about. This is a studio, essentially. This is a studio. A studio apartment just like this one, actually smaller because I went and looked, in South Haven, where I came from before I moved here. $1,200 a month.
Jeez.
For this.
Yeah.
So
For this.
okay, so here's me. You know, I love to quantify things
Right.
and calculate and kind of go through my brain, especially when it comes to numbers. And you're now I'm seeing McDonald's workers getting $14 an hour. However, instead of just bringing them straight up like they did, which I think had a more effect on the inflation
Right.
than anything else. Instead of bringing it up and saying, hey, you know, every year
Yeah.
we're going to bring you up, or slowly we're going to bring you up by 50, 60, 75 cents, a dollar, or every year we're going to bring you up by a dollar. We're going to give you an automatic dollar raise
Give us
until
more
we
money
get
to
here.
spend.
Right.
Exactly.
So what happens is we have time, quantifiable time
Yeah.
to catch up, and everybody else has time to catch up, and the
Yeah.
markets have time to
Yeah,
catch up.
we-
But when you automatically say,
all the markets want time to
I
catch
work
up.
at McDonald's, I deserve $14 an hour. Wait a minute here, guy. You know, that means if you're being charged, you're being paid $14 an hour. That means the price of my hamburger is going up, and my job is not going up because to your level, period. So it just doesn't make any
But
sense.
Here's the thing to consider. The price of the burger doesn't have to go up.
Yeah.
The only reason why it goes up is because of corporate greed. So a lot of people say that raising the minimum wage would be a detriment to inflation. But inflation is the reason why we should raise the minimum wage.
Yeah.
Because inflation has gotten so out of hand, people on minimum wage cannot afford to exist. They
No,
cannot
I'm
afford
gonna-
to survive. What I think is one of the biggest issues that is causing our inflation is the central banking system. Our central banking system has a tendency, it goes in a cycle of we run out of money, so we make some
Yeah.
more, and then we run out again,
and then
we
we bail our asses out.
and then we print some more, and then we run out again, we print some more. Oh no, the issue is minimum wage jobs. It's not us, I promise. You know?
Yeah.
And there's a reason why everyone that's ever tried to do away with the
I'll-
central banking system gets their head blown off.
I'll tell you who has 100% of the motherfucking blame right now. I would not be depressed. I would not feel like shit right now if it was not for Biden.
Really?
Biden has depressed me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense. When you get someone from Sweden, okay, no offense here, saying, hey, is your president okay? Because he just doesn't look like he's
Yeah.
all right.
He's kind of mumbling.
You know,
and
and he's
slurring his words.
and now his wife. Did you see how she kissed that man on? You know, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
Kamala's hairs.
Oh, she kissed that guy, and it almost looked like they tongued each other for a second. And so it's like, you know, okay, Biden, you know, I'm gonna tell you what. How much do you think those windmills cost that you see, those power windmills? Take a guess. I want each of you to take a guess, and I'm gonna place a bet that none of y'all.
Several $1 million.
Oh, several million.
For one of those big windmills?
Yeah, that produce energy. Yeah.
I'd assume about $1 million minimum.
You're so far low.
Really? Low.
Very low.
2.7 billion.
For each one.
No.
That's got to be
But
too
he was,
high.
well, it is too high. It's actually, I will tell you, $75 million a piece.
That's technically several million.
75 million.
Almost-
So that
almost
means
a billion.
okay to
Not
Two.
even. 75 million. That's
By
But
like 300. All right, 3 million.
okay.
way off.
So this is
That's
where I
like a
don't get it.
fraction of a billion.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
we have the technology, okay, to make our cars more fuel efficient.
Right.
Why are we pulling? And yeah, I agree. We need to go to electric. We need to go to electric hydrogen. I believe electric hydrogen is the key to the future.
And even with aircraft, because aircraft put down most of the carbon emissions anyhow.
On God, you'll have the
Oh
world's
yeah, because they
billionaires going
utilize
to,
still kerosene.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's kerosene, right?
And
Yeah.
you'll see the world's billionaires going to a meeting about saving the ecology of the world, about like making sure the planet is green, and they'll go to those meetings 30 minutes away in like a private jet. Like they're and you got on top of that car dealerships. You know what they do in the winter? In the winter when it's snowing, to make their cars look good, they will go to each and every single car on that lot, turn them on, and just run them with the defrosters on, so that the cars look good on display. That is, God knows how many cars all running at once
Yeah.
Yeah, but
at every dealership.
we're trying to cure the headache by cutting off the head when we should be doing it strategically and surgically. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because if we do it this fast, can you afford a Tesla car? No.
No. Tesla is coming out with a more affordable model, though. I think it's something to do with Volkswagen.
I'm gonna give me a Tesla.
That's quite a lot.
That's why I need.
He's feeling good about this
I
one.
need me a family Tesla.
You can't afford.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easier to afford a freaking house. It's almost as expensive as a house. Have you seen where we're at?
Yes. You got 8,
Houses in
18.
in Arizona for a little house.
6 or 16.
Hit,
16.
hit,
20.
stay.
20. Push. You keep your money, man.
You cuck.
See, but I did make a good gamble there.
Yeah,
didn't lose
it's
that
decent.
much. But you know what? I'm still gonna keep it there.
Really?
I think
As a matter of fact, let's go big or go home. You know, I'm really feeling really good about this next hand, so I'm going all in.
Okay, all right.
I know.
I feel good. As well.
We're feeling good. We're all feeling good.
Let's see where this takes us.
You got a 2.
Yeah. What else I got?
6.
Huh? What else I got? Huh? Okay.
So that's 3 or 13.
Yeah. Well, I'll take a hit.
You're at 15.
I'll take a hit.
You're at 15.
I'll take a hit.
Too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling good about it, huh?
I should have stayed at 15.
You should have stayed at 15. Yeah, you should have stayed at 15.
See,
God
right
gave you
now,
a second chance.
see, now that I've seen your deck, I can quantifiably say I would go with a hit. I mean, if you can,
If you can.
You're at 18.
Give the hit.
I'm gonna stay right there because I know your probabilities are not.
17.
See that? I would have lost anyhow. See, I took the hit because I knew I was gonna get my ass.
See, I just banked some money here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quite a lot of money. All right, we'll go ahead and get all this together.
Well, go ahead.
Give it a minute.
Go ahead, Loki. Get it together.
No, I'm gonna keep the same amount on the next.
The same amount that you just won,
Yeah.
or the same amount that you bet?
Yeah.
We're going all in.
I mean, go big or go home, guys. It's, no guts, no glory here.
Yum.
I mean, I know we got a short time here, but if we're gonna do this last minute round of, let's do it all, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
you're
kinda
going all in again.
I'm going all in, so I'll just keep the chips where they are.
All right, fellas. It's a good thing we're not playing for money, huh?
Why is that?
No, because I know
money makes money.
That
Yeah.
no.
This is several $1,000s.
If I make bank here, I make bank, right?
Yeah.
And if my calculations are correct, I probably got a 75% chance of a 21.
See it, Loki.
All right.
Maybe.
I'll take a hit.
22.
I'll take a hit.
Wrong hit.
I got hit.
All right. Well, you saw what happened to
Here's
the last
my
guy.
calculated.
You're
I'll
at
take a
11.
hit.
21.
Damn,
He
that's
guessed
just-
that shit, dude. He said my probability of getting 21 is about 75%. I'm gonna go all in. He got 21. We're at 16. I think I'm supposed to take a hit if it's an ace, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So we're at 11. Wouldn't matter. You got 21, so we're at.
What would that mean?
So okay, so now I went big. I get big, so we can just quantify this by double what it's worth. So
Yeah.
we can just put them in the case.
Put him in the case.
Yeah, we'll call, but this just to show you. Look, these are trick cards. I don't know how he's gonna shuffle. I don't know his shuffling
You're just
guys.
a good
vouch
guesser,
for me.
You're a good guesser. I do want.
I think I'm good at
casino.
quantifying on 20, 21 is definitely.
You ever
my
seen the
game.
movie The Hangover?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Zach
that.
Galifianakis, like with all the numbers and shit.
We're going to casino, man. Blackjack casino, make some money.
Yeah.
Let's play a hand of threes. Let's actually go through
Yeah.
it fast. Because this could be a fast game if we all know.
Oh yeah, me and Gavin play threes fast.
Yeah, I
like
know
real
Sundays
fast.
are family days, and this has been a great Sunday, and we talked about some good, I think some really good
Yeah.
shit. I figured out more about your generation, and
Yeah. So this is the wrap up. This is the wrap up with threes, and I think we had a good talk there about a lot of the stuff that's happening in parallel from his generation to our generation, and how it affects both of us, and affected how the effects of his generation back in the day has affected our generation today. Right? The effects have trickled. Right?
I agree. I agree. And if my ex is out there and if she's seeing this, I'm banking some major ass out there in the world without you right now. my friend. These guys can vouch.
All right.
All right. So I dropped a 3. So again, you just want to drop anything higher than a 3, or another 3 if you have that,
Or 2 10 or an ace.
or 2 a 10 or an ace, but you don't really need to do that.
Can I do that?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but you got-
If they're both the same card. Oh, okay. But a 2 is a special card.
Yeah.
So with a 2, what you do is after you drop a 2, you drop any card you want after it. So you want to save these for when you have a high card
Okay.
coming down here.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
There you go. So every time you drop a card, you take another one. So make sure you always have 3 cards in your
Okay,
hand.
always makes, that's why they call it threes. That's why they call it
Right.
threes.
Okay, go.
So, okay, guys, so what did y'all get from my generation? What was your conception before meeting me about my generation?
I didn't really have one.
Yeah, me
I didn't really have one. I never
Did you-
stopped to consider
Oh, yes, sir.
the differences between people throughout the generations. Aside from a few specific things that I know from my experience that a lot of people from your generation are significantly more conservative than people from my generation. But I don't just because that is a statistic doesn't mean that I'm going to immediately assume everybody that is older than me,
Yeah,
everybody
I mean-
in their 40s is going to be conservative. I don't believe that.
I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of older, younger people around different ages, and we're all just treat each other the same. So I don't really like to judge too much.
Yeah.
And I just kind of see people as I get to know them.
Well, I guess my generation's view of your generation is the fact that we feel saddened
Right.
by the lack of, you say that we're conservative, and we believe we're really not that conservative. We just believe that you guys have been taken, a lot of your rights have been taken away.
Yeah.
And we
There's
see
nothing
that.
wrong with that.
And if that's being conservative, then maybe things have changed, but there really was no change except for the fact that we're seeing this whole woke situation. We're seeing all this stuff.
Right.
We actually feel bad for you guys because you can't speak your mind. You can't go to a college, university, and disagree with the professor who's trying to teach you, what's it called? That thing that they're doing now with the kids that they wanted to do with the African. No offense with the African American. What was that called? Or the teachers?
Not sure. I don't think.
Where they wanted to, like the disparity and how we should give them, payback money and this and that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What is it called?
No
There's
offense.
a word. There's a word. I forgot what it's called. I can't think of it. My brain's fried right now.
No offense. But who was around during that time? And as a matter of fact, now it's going the other way. I don't mean that in a bad way, but now it's gotten to a point where if you're black, you can automatically go to a better university, even though this guy is white or Hispanic or any other, race, color, creed. Even though your scores are lower and you didn't work as hard as this guy, just because you're black. Isn't that kind of racist? At an intellectual level?
By the definition of the word racist, yeah, it is.
So instead of saying, let's keep it all equal, you're at the same level as this guy. You're no different than him. I'm no different than you.
I
I
believe in equal opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good place to leave it, right? We can agree on that. We can agree on that it's gotten to a point where my generation actually really does feel sorry for the younger generation, because I don't think you truly really know what it means to be able to go out and experience life and have real fun where you're not so filled with so much information. And maybe, just maybe ignorance truly is bliss.
I agree. I definitely believe ignorance is bliss.
Right? We can leave it with that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little ignorance is bliss, right?
Right.
Maybe it's not for us to know everything. I think maybe sometimes when we know too much, it's not a healthy situation to be in.
Right.
This is right, yeah.
So you got an 8 or higher?
No, I do not.
Thanks for asking, Loki.
You still have those 2s.
Yes.
So if you have a
1,
2, you
2.
play 1, 2, and you pick up another card.
Okay.
And now you play any card you want after that. Because you dropped a 2, you can play any card. So you really want to drop your lowest, as long as it's not another 2. Because remember, 2 is not a low card. It's like a special card.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. That is the best card you could have gotten rid of. It's the worst card in the game.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you gave me the opportunity to get rid of mine.
Oh, you forgot to grab another card.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're good. That happens all the time with new players. So I got a jack down there. So a queen, a king, another jack, 2,
Or
a 10, or an
2.
ace.
Yeah.
So if you have another 2, you can drop another 2, and then grab another card, and then drop whatever your lowest card is again. There you go. And then whatever your lowest card is, you just play that. There you go. And then you grab another card, so you always have 3 in your hand.
Okay.
So we got 2 5s on the table here.
2 5s.
One day we will get through a whole game of this.
Yeah. He's the king. No, this game's fast. This game will go quick.
We're already halfway through the deck.
Okay.
So now it's anything higher than a king or higher. So a 2, a 10, an ace, or another king. If you don't have anything that can beat the king, there you go. And pick up another card. Yeah, you got it.
Boom.
Ooh. See, I don't want to give Johnny all these cards, so I'm gonna drop a 2 right there with a jack. Because that's the best I can do. All right, Johnny.
Oh, looks like you give it to me now. What's gonna happen? Let's see. 2 10 or an ace or anything higher than a jack.
Got a queen, a king, nothing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you got to pick all those cards up and you got to play them all.
Guys, if this were ever a Vegas game, do not take me for this fucking game.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure how you would even bet on this game. This is more of a fun game.
Yeah. So this game is just
More like a solitaire kind of?
with each other.
With friends. Up to 3.
Yeah.
So threes.
You put that 7 down?
I put the 7 down so that you play anything higher than a 7. If you have another 7, you can play that too.
Alright. For my 8. Queen. You got a queen on the table.
So a queen, a king, 2 10 or an ace.
He's got a queen there somewhere.
I think so. I know he's got a king.
Ooh.
There we go. He wants you to pick those cards up. So when someone drops an ace, it's the highest card in the deck.
Yeah.
So you have to play a 2, a 10, or another ace
Okay.
to be able to beat that. So get 2 aces on the table and play another ace because I don't want to pick all that up. So you have to have a 2, a 10, or an ace to get around that. Nice. Okay, so
4 in a row.
4 cards in a row burns it. So that means all these cards are gone. They're out of the game forever, and you get to go again.
Yeah.
So I lay my lowest card down, right?
Yep.
That's
Preferably a 3 or a 4.
okay.
Preferably a 3. If you got a 3, get rid of it. If you have more than 1 3, you can place more than 1.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I didn't know that. But I'll get it on the next time we're together.
Okay. I really don't want to pick up that 3, so I'm going to use a 10. And what a 10 does is essentially the same thing that 4 cards in a row does. It's just 1 card. It burns these cards. So these are gone from the game for good, and I get to play these. I get to play again. So now it's your turn.
So anything higher than a 4.
A 4 or
Yeah.
higher, and if you
A
have
4?
more than one of the same card that can be applied, you can play all of them. So like if you have 2 more 4s, you can play both of the 4s at the same time.
Okay.
Or if you have 2 5s or 2 6s or 3 7s or whatever.
200.
You know what? Here.
There you go.
Not 2 5s. We got 7.
I got another 7.
Oh yeah? Do you know?
I do.
Not anymore? Just
Not
put it down.
anymore now that I put it down. Yeah, you're right.
What you get? Got a lot of coins. I'll go with a jack.
Got a queen.
King.
Nice.
Bird.
And those are gone, so you get to go again. Yeah, another queen. Oof.
See, I just picked up these
I'll
two
get rid of that.
because it's gone.
So once you get rid of all the cards in your hand, you pick up the top 3
Okay.
and you play these. So now it's your turn.
There we go.
we usually go a little easy on someone that is playing the first time, but we forgot how to go easy.
It's your turn.
It's been a while.
Well, I guess since I did pretty well on blackjack.
All right, so we got an 8.
All right, go with that. Go ahead.
I just dropped a queen.
Go ahead. What are you gonna do after that?
Oh, you already?
Yeah.
Go?
It's on you now. All right, so you dropped a 2, so now you play your lowest card after that. Doesn't have to be your lowest. It can be any card, but it's probably a good idea to get rid of your lowest cards. Nice.
Very nice.
Oof.
oh, Johnny.
You have another 2? Oh, there we go.
man.
Now you want to get rid of another. Well, now you got to
No,
keep
no,
in mind
you
he's got
gotta get
he's
rid
got
of
2
lowest
cards left.
Okay.
So if you play your lowest card and he flips a card and it's higher than that one, he's good. But if you play a high card right now, your highest card, and he can't beat it, he has to pick all of these up, and that keeps him from winning so quickly.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So once you get to the bottom 3, when you've played all the cards in your hand and you've played the top 3, you get to the bottom 3, you don't get to see these. You pick
Okay.
randomly and you pray to God that it's higher. But since it's not, I have to pick all these cards up now, and I have to get rid of all these before I can get back to these 2.
Trying to blame Johnny for
Yes.
that?
Look, guys, I'm not good at this
But
game.
You're doing pretty good.
You got
so
him
far.
out for me, don't worry. So now I'm gonna. It's on you because you picked up.
Yep, I picked up, so it skips my turn.
Oh, so I lay down?
Yep, it's all you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Now you play another one.
Oh,
Oh. There you go.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta get through these because I haven't organized them yet. Oh, here we go. Let me get rid of these 2. All right, now it's on you, Johnny.
Well, I'm gonna win. I'll tell you that.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
So now that you're out of cards, you play these 3. You can pick these top 3 up, and these are in your hand.
okay. These are mine.
And you play with those now.
Okay. So I'm going to go with that.
There you go.
I won.
Ah, there you
And
go.
there we settle. He won.
Yeah.
But, guys,
That's game.
we're going to do another podcast and talk about more stuff, and y'all can think of anything like.
Right. No, yeah, for sure. We got some series planned out. You know, some different topics to go over. We can definitely talk about different things, different subjects.
Gen Xers wanted.
Gen Xers wanted, yes, sir.
If you're a Gen Xer, you can call my phone number at 726.
If you're a Gen Xer,
Nah.
if you're a Gen Xer, come here.
Yeah, come here. And we'll have you on the show. We'll play some cards
Yeah,
with
because,
you.
yeah,
Oh,
get that a
you're
little
Gen
fun.
Good stuff.
You gonna have both of these decks in
No,
here?
just
Just
that
one.
one.
Thank you guys for coming over.
Absolutely, man.
For sure.
Always have a fun time with you guys, man. I'd be bored off my ass.
All right.
My brother over
It's a
here.
wrap.
That's how we do it. That's what we do.
What's the name of the podcast?
Gen Xers wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need more old heads.
Where do you
Huh?